Hello there. It has been a very tiring day at the office today, but I'm all set, all ready to do this clip on the common myths we have about stress. You know, in my last clip, I managed to introduce the subject, and that is that stress is not always from what can be considered as negative triggering factors. Some of the triggering factors can be positive. I give different examples about how some people, in their response to fame, popularity, they end up on alcohol or abuse of alcohol, abuse of drugs, and it's situations which bring the worst out of them. On the other hand, some people experience torture and they are in solitary confinement, but then out of that experience comes some of the most noble, exemplary qualities of leadership. And that was just that's just a recap from our previous clip. Today I want to talk about myth. We just start with the myths about stress. One of the common myths that we have about stress, apart from the fact that we sometimes associate stress with negative triggering factors, one of the very common myths about stress is that stress in itself is a bad thing. Okay? Now, stress itself, whatever the factor that is leading to stress, that factor on its own does not have a bad identity. I mean, it's not bad. For example, if you have a situation which is unfortunate, like the loss of a loved one, the loss of a relationship, that situation itself, as unfortunate as it is, as difficult and painful as it is, does not qualify as a bad situation in a stress connotation. Now, when you entertain this thought that I want to go through life avoiding bad things, and then I will keep my stress level down. Now that is where the problem comes in, because you are not sovereign, you cannot control all factors, and so there will come situations which are unpleasant, situations which are difficult to handle, and those situations themselves are not bad. Okay, so that's myth number one. And I need to add as well that our response to the situation is what qualifies that situation. And so you can have a rich relative leaving you a vast inheritance, material wealth, but that alone does not qualify. I mean, I'm on to the second point as well, that stress is not good either. Okay, stress is not good. There's nothing like stress is bad for me or stress is good for me, because sometimes it's easy to reason that, okay, if it's not bad for me, then it must be good, moving from one extreme to the other.